Welcome to the Bullvine Podcast, your go-to source for inside stories, cutting-edge research, and the latest updates in the world of dairy farming. The 46th episode explores how AI can help protect your herd and boost farm health. So please grab a glass of milk, sit back, and let's get started with this week's episode.
Imagine the emotional burden of waking up every morning, uncertain if you'll lose another calf. The impact of stillbirths in dairy farming is not just financial, it's deeply personal. The emotional toll is significant, often casting a lengthy shadow over even the most resilient farmers. The anguish is palpable, and the financial consequences are equally distressing. According to recent research, each miscarriage might cost a farmer up to $1,500 in lost earnings and extra veterinary costs. Is stillbirth impacting your dairy farm's production and profitability?
Imagine the excitement of witnessing a baby calf take its first shaky steps, only to be ruthlessly replaced by the heartbreak of stillbirth. This unpleasant fact is much too typical in the dairy business. According to research by the National Dairy Association, stillbirths account for 7 to 10% of all calvings. This is not a trivial blip. It represents thousands of missed chances for dairy producers yearly. The influence is multifaceted. Beyond the initial emotional misery, the economic costs are significant. A stillborn calf results in a direct loss of economic potential and the waste of resources used throughout the cow's pregnancy. Furthermore, stillbirths might indicate underlying health concerns in the herd and farm management techniques, affecting total milk output and herd lifespan. The statistics are startling, and the consequences are far-reaching. Addressing stillbirths is more than simply coping with individual tragedies. It is about ensuring the long-term survival of dairy production as a whole. What can be done to address this ubiquitous issue?
Stillbirths account for around 8% of calf losses yearly. This is more than just a number. It's a hard truth that dairy producers must face. Imagine the anticipation and care that goes into expecting a healthy calf, only to be met with the grief of a stillbirth. It's an emotional roller coaster that has left many farmers depressed and powerless. The financial consequences of stillbirths go beyond the immediate loss of future milk supply and the emotional toll. A dairy farmer's direct expenditures for each stillbirth may range from $700 to $1,200, which includes veterinarian treatment, disposal, and the calf's lost worth. This does not consider the indirect costs, such as the dam's lower milk output or the possible influence on her future reproductive capacity. These figures may increase over time, significantly reducing a farm's profitability and sustainability. But the damage goes beyond mental anguish. Each stillbirth results in a substantial financial loss. Consider the investment in veterinary care, feed, and labor, hoping to produce healthy offspring and contribute to the herd's production. When a calf is lost, these expenditures become sunk expenses, and all potential income from milk production and future breeding is gone. Small to mid-sized dairy enterprises may have terrible emotional and financial consequences.
Traditional techniques for monitoring and avoiding stillbirths in dairy production often depend on human observation and record-keeping. Farmers monitor for symptoms of discomfort or difficulties during calving and keep extensive records of breeding histories and health statuses. These strategies have undoubtedly proven effective over the years, but have considerable limitations. Manual observations are time-consuming and need the farmer's continual attention. While important, meticulous record-keeping may be filled with human mistakes, making it less trustworthy. Furthermore, conventional systems sometimes need more predictive capacities, resulting in farmers reacting to issues rather than preventing them. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, concerned about a cow in labor, or feeling powerless after yet another stillbirth despite your best efforts?
So, what if I told you there's a method to keep a close check on your cows around the clock without spending restless nights in the barn? Imagine having an additional set of eyes that never sleep, are constantly attentive, and ready to detect even the most minor changes or symptoms of distress. This is where artificial intelligence, AI, comes into play. At its heart, AI is a technology that aims to emulate human intellect. Artificial intelligence can continually monitor and evaluate your dairy cow's behavior, health, and well-being using advanced algorithms and data analysis. It's like having the finest farmhand you could ever dream of, except he never takes a break.
Artificial intelligence monitoring systems in dairy farming use cutting-edge technology to reduce stillbirths proactively. These systems use a network of sensors and cameras strategically positioned across the farm to monitor the cows around the clock. Imagine a vigilant monitoring squad that never sleeps. This is the core of AI in contemporary dairy production. Sensors may be connected to cows, usually around the neck or legs. These gadgets track vital indicators such as heart rate, body temperature, and movement patterns. Cameras record continuous video, enabling AI systems to detect behavioral changes that may indicate discomfort or impending labor. These gadgets capture vast amounts of real-time data, which AI algorithms evaluate. Advanced machine learning models, such as support vector machines, SVM, and random forests, RF, may detect abnormalities or departures from a cow's normal behavior. For example, an abrupt decrease in movement or excessive body temperature variations might indicate possible problems that need rapid care. This anticipatory skill is what distinguishes AI. By recognizing problems early on, dairy producers may respond quickly, providing medical treatment that may avert stillbirths. The effectiveness of these measures has already been shown. Farms that use AI monitoring have reported substantial decreases in stillbirth rates of up to 30%. With such strong results, it's evident that technology is the key to more efficient and humane dairy production. The financial benefits are significant, with the initial investment in AI monitoring leading to substantial cost savings and improved productivity.
Early detection of distress. AI technology can monitor vital indications like heart rate, temperature, and movement patterns around the clock, enabling early diagnosis of possible health problems. This preemptive strategy may save lives. Farmer John Phillips from Wisconsin says, "The AI system detected a sudden drop in vital signs that I would have missed. That allowed us to preserve both the cow and the calf." Real-time alerts. Immediate alerts to your smartphone or computer allow you to act when an issue emerges. Getting notifications on my phone has made a huge impact. I can be out in the field and still know if something is wrong in the barn, explains Maria Lopez, a dairy farmer from California. Data-driven decision-making. Continuous data gathering and analysis enables better educated animal care and management choices. AI can see patterns that human eyes may overlook. The data I've gathered from the AI system has helped me make better breeding and healthcare choices, says David Clark Replace, who runs a dairy farm in Vermont.
Introducing an AI monitoring system incurs early expenditures. The hardware configuration, which includes sensors and cameras, generally costs $5,000 for a 2,000-head dairy. Then, there is a monthly cost of around $1,000. However, before you suffer sticker shock, consider the possible return on investment, ROI. Accurate monitoring allows for early interventions, which may significantly minimize the likelihood of stillbirths and related losses. Imagine lowering calf mortality by 10 to 20%. For a 2,000-head farm facing considerable losses and an 11% stillbirth rate, lowering the stillbirth rate by 4% per year would result in a $122,000 savings in the first year alone. This does not account for labor savings, greater productivity, or lower veterinarian expenditures due to fewer problematic calvings. Furthermore, financial assistance programs might help alleviate the initial cost burden. Check whether you qualify for grants or subsidies to improve agricultural technology. For example, the USDA provides numerous subsidies and loans to boost agricultural production and sustainability. Would you consider the investment worthwhile if it resulted in healthier cows, more successful deliveries, and eventually a more lucrative farm? The figures seem to indicate a resounding yes.
Stillbirths have a devastating effect on dairy farming, impacting both emotionally and financially. Traditional techniques have shown their limits, emphasizing the necessity for novel approaches. The development of AI technology provides unparalleled vigilance, with round-the-clock monitoring capabilities that may proactively avoid stillbirths. Given the cost-benefit analysis, this new technology has the potential to save lives and is a worthwhile investment. Addressing stillbirths is critical for maintaining the health and profitability of dairy farms. Dairy producers may use AI monitoring to guarantee the health of their herds. So, isn't it time to adopt AI surveillance to ensure your herd's future?
Thank you for tuning in to the Bullvine Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's insightful discussion. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Catch you next time on the Bullvine Podcast, where bovine expertise and community come together.